Hi there, everybody from Washington, D.C. I am currently sitting in a stairwell because it's the quietest place I could find to be able to record this video for you, giving you directions on how to do your um, Four Corners activity. So let me tell you what the purpose of the activity is first, and then I'll tell you what the activity involves. Okay, so the purpose of the activity is so that you can share your thesis statement, what you want to persuade the audience with everybody in class, and secondly, get audience analysis. Okay, so first of all, when you share your thesis statement, you can say, I want to persuade the audience to, or I want to persuade the audience that. It's typically how that sentence starts. And then you just make your statement. How your persuasive thesis is worded is really, really important. So everybody needs to pay close attention to what it is that you're saying. Okay. Once you announce that thesis, all the audience members are going to move about the room in a specific configuration to let you know how they feel about your topic and how strongly they feel about your topic. So, as you conduct this activity, you're actually going to get feedback from the audience on what it is that you're considering to persuade. Okay, so here's how this is going to happen. Everybody's going to move to the front of the room closest to the computer bunker and usually the whiteboard at the front of the room. The speaker, who you're going to start with, goes and stands in the middle of the room and says, I want to persuade the audience to, or I want to persuade the audience that, and then they make their statement. The rest of you are going to move about the room into different positions. So if you agree with what the speaker has said, they want to persuade, you go to the right side. If you disagree, you want to go to the left side. If you are somebody who you just don't know about the topic, you don't have enough information, or you're uninformed, or you don't have a real strong feeling either way, agree or disagree, you simply stay in the middle. Okay, so that's where the apathetic, uninformed, unknowledgeable people are. Okay, once you're either on the right side in agreement or left side in disagreement, you're going to move to show how strongly your feelings are about that topic. The closer you stand to the front of the room, so if you're really close to the front corners of the room, you are going to be strongly in agreement. You strongly feel, yes, I agree with that. If you move to the middle of the room, you moderately agree. Okay? I am kind of sort of in agreement. If you're way in the back corners, you mildly agree. That means that you've just kind of stepped over the line into agreement or disagreement, right? So again, closest to the front, strongly; in the middle, moderately; far away, you're slightly agree or disagree. Okay. What's going to happen then is the speaker, has to look about the room and kind of gauge where the audience stands on their topic, right? So if they see 50% or more of the people standing on the agree side, you know that you're really just doing a speech of reinforcement. You're doing what's called preaching to the choir. In other words, these people already agree with you. They're not probably going to change their mind. You're just reinforcing. Remember, I don't think those are particularly good topics. You have a much higher chance of persuading the audience if 50% or more of them disagree with you, or if they're in the middle, right? They don't have any idea what you're talking about, or they don't have any strong feelings about the topic. As you get that information, you can get feedback from the audience about how to change your thesis statement to be more effective with them. So persuade something that is more relevant to them. So, sorry, I'm having a little computer issue. So get feedback from them. You can also use that couple of minutes that you have with them to ask them questions. If you want to delve into getting more information about how they feel about your topic, or if there are specific things you want to know about where they stand on that particular issue, you can take that time to do that when they're dispersed about the room. I would be mindful of your time because you want to make sure that everybody gets in the class period. So you don't want to spend more than about 4, maybe 5 minutes per person. Some topics you may move through really quickly. Others you may need to spend a little bit of time on. Wording of your persuasion topic, again, is very important. So if you are asking people to agree with you about something, you can delve into finding out if they actually are doing something about what they agree with or disagree with. So if, for example, I ask the audience, how many of you know, I want to, or let me rephrase that. If my thesis is, I want to persuade the audience to exercise on a regular basis. It's pretty general, right? I want to know I know that from research I've done, people to maximize their exercise capability have to exercise at least 30 minutes a day, at the very minimum 2 times a week. But the higher number of days they work out, the more benefit they gain, right? So I could ask the audience, well, how many of you exercise 5 to 6 days a week for at least 30 minutes? How many of you exercise 3 to 4 days for at least 30 minutes? How many of you exercise 2 days, one day, no days, right? And just poll the audience. You can get a lot of great information that can then help you craft your thesis to be adapted to the specific audience to whom you're speaking and be more effective in persuading them. Okay? So once you've conducted this activity, you've got information to be able to revise your thesis and finish up the thesis proposal. So please make sure that you get that done and get it posted, because I've got to look at those before you go into the library. Okay? You can also work with your team of people that you're working with on planning and preparing and practicing your speech if you need help with revising your thesis or changing a topic or doing anything like that. Okay, then make sure that you go in the week 10-11 folder and keep scrolling down. There's a couple of assignments that you're going to have to do after you do Four Corners to make sure you're ready to go into the library. Any of those assignment materials, make sure you take them to the library with you so you have them when Jen walks you through what she needs to walk you through in the library. Also, there will be an announcement posted that says where you're supposed to go specifically in the library, and she is going to take attendance, so please make sure that you are there. Okay? If you have any questions, I'll have my cell phone. You can text me. You can always email me. And then I'll look forward to seeing you when I get back in a week. All right, talk to you later.